Hi there, Sean Wilmot. Today we're looking at the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport, a full-size, family-friendly 7-seater SUV that's really going to turn a few heads when you drive around in it. We're familiar with the dynamic shield face that Mitsubishi product now has. You see it in the ASX, you see it in the Eclipse Cross, you see it in the Triton. This is what we call an evolution of the dynamic shield face, and it's carried across very nicely by the way the lines are all rounded off beautifully to make the car appear a little bit more wide, a little bit more masculine, a little bit more butch. And the way they do that is by taking these nice little headlight lines here, blend it beautifully into the chrome surrounds here, add to the sophistication with this lashings of bright chrome around this side, and then that just gives you that impression of strength and appeal that's really what the car deserves. Moving down further, of course, you see a few other things. We've got these beautifully big tyres here and these absolutely magnificent polished rims. They look fantastic when they're all glossed up and shiny. Got a little bit of road dust on it, but hey, what can you do? The other thing we've got is this nice little chrome step here, which a lot of people sit there and going, oh yeah, it's a chrome step, how good's that going to be? Here's how good it is. I can stand on it, and that's no mean trick. But that's only part of it. That chrome surround carries right through, and where Mitsubishi sort of stopped at the front of the car with the design, they've picked it up again here on the back quarter. So we've got a nice little hint of a shoulder line that comes right through here, melded up with this beautiful lashings of chrome again here and here, and then we've got these nice sculpted lines that go all the way across right to the back end of the car where it finishes up beautifully, where you've got these lovely little triangle light shines here and beautiful strength and character lines. It all adds up to a really fantastic cohesive package. I think Mitsubishi's done an outstanding job. The Mitsubishi Pajero Sport is rated to tow 3,100 kilograms of brake trailer on the back of it. Now that's quite a bit of weight. A 3,100 kilo boat's going to be pretty impressive. We don't actually have access to a 3,100 kilo boat. What we've got on the back is something considerably smaller. Reversing a boat is very, very easy with the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport thanks to this fantastic camera system that Mitsubishi has put on board the vehicle. We've got these moving track lines here which show exactly where my wheels line up, and over on this side of the camera we've got a beautiful bird's eye view, which means I can just position my boat in the water without even getting the wheels wet on the Pajero Sport. What's under the bonnet of this Mitsubishi Pajero Sport? Well, it should come as no real surprise. We are looking at Mitsubishi's hero engine, the 2.4 litre turbocharged Myvec diesel. And that has become basically Mitsubishi's go-to engine. And that's no real shock to the system either. I mean, it's a very good, tried and true, proven performer. What sort of power are we talking about? Well, we're looking at 135 kilowatts of power, and we're talking about 437 newton meters of torque, which is much better when you're considering what you're going to be using this vehicle for. You're going to load it up with a caravan or a boat at the back, so you really do need something with a little bit of grunt there because we're moving quite a large vehicle anyway, so having that 437 newton meters is a real plus. Now, it's not the first time we've seen an 8-speed in a Mitsubishi product. The first time that arrived was in the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, if I remember, and that's running a CVT transmission. The Pajero Sport runs a much more solid state, durable standard automatic, but you do have 8 speeds to play with. Now, in addition to having 8 speeds, of course, you've also got the sports mode, which basically means that I've got paddle shifters over here underneath the steering wheel. It's a fantastic combination when you're driving, when you're fully loaded, or when you're just driving along every day, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It really does work spectacularly well in all applications. So we know what the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport will handle like on tarmac. Now we found some gravel road, so let's see what this baby will do in 4-wheel drive. "57 kilometers per hour on gravel road, and this thing is handling very, very nicely. Very smooth, very controlled, feels very sure-footed. The interior of the Mitsubishi Pajero Sport, first thing that comes to mind is this massive great screen here that we've got for the smartphone connectivity, and that's a big thing for Mitsubishi. They're really keen on that. We also see 2 charge ports down here along with an HDMI port for charging, which is rather unusual, and that goes alongside the 2 seat heaters for independent seat control. Easy access to the four-wheel drive system, obviously, to get into four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive. Steering wheel is all set up with all the connectivity that we're used to seeing from Mitsubishi, including the hands-free voice command and also the adaptive cruise control mechanisms, as well as volume controls for the stereo, etc. Going to the back, we also have two USB ports back there for the middle row passengers, and we also have the standard adaptive 3-prong plug in there for things that don't require USB. All interior materials are very cohesive. We've got a nice combination of black piano plastic, chrome grille and garnish, and a little bit of leather stitching there to just refine that sophistication. With the Pajero Sport, they've continued that history going forward to give us a family-friendly wagon where safety is paramount above all other things. It's comfortable, it's safe, it's technologically advanced, it's brilliant.